Well, good morning, guys, and welcome to the show, Fernando.
Welcome to the show, guys.
Today we're starting a multi-part series where we are going to look at problems with the audio stream, what's happening here, and how the kicker Keyloc is going to deal with them. Stay tuned. Today's problem is one that, well, most of the new cars on the road have, and that is this right here. This looks pretty good, but we're not even going to worry about that. We are going to stretch this thing out, and we are going to look at this problem right here. This is high-pass filtering on the subwoofer channel. It's not bass roll-off. It's much, much worse. Bass roll-off is a totally different thing. This, it's just no bass going on. Now, how we're looking at this signal, we have our IRTA2, which is a 2-channel electrical RTA, and that is allowing us to see what is going on here. The plan is to go through the setup on the Keyloc, see what it does to this. Right now, the RCAs are sitting over here waiting to get plugged in. This is what's going to go off to your amplifier. This is what's coming out of the radio. Let's get started. The first thing we need to do is set our gain on our input. Press and hold the program button on the side. Wait for it to sweep once, then sweep back. Start turning up so you see 3 and 4. Now make sure that you go and download the test tracks from Kicker. This is the 20 to 20 sweep track. We want to keep adjusting this until we no longer see these lights light up. Once that is done, change to noise floor. Press the button. It'll start blinking. When this switches to 2, we're going to move to full test. It's switched. Now the full test, depending on what the problem is, could take anywhere between 5 to 20 minutes. Sit back, relax, and just let it go through its programming stage. We'll leave this on so you can kind of see what is going on. When we get our little Knight Rider action happening back and forth here, that means that the key is done. Press the button on the side. All your lights will light up, or some of them won't. If you're curious on what these lights mean, they are in the extended version of the owner's manual that you can find online. And now for the big reveal. What we're looking at here is the signal coming from the factory radio. We have the ability to look at both on the IRTA2. The RCA is plugged into our line in, and as we can see here, we're still missing all of that bass. But when we flick the switch, we can now see what is coming out of the kicker Keyloc, and as you can see, way flatter. It has improved all of this area here. We'll go back. It's like a ramp. It's terrible. You're gonna be missing all of that luscious bass and losing wattage. Flip it back. Fixed. If you've installed your sub amp on your factory radio and you're like, man, it doesn't feel like it's all there, and you've just used a basic high level to low level adapter, well, this is what it's gonna be trying to amplify. Fernando, what do you think?
I would love to have that in my car.
There you go. Such a glowing review. All right, guys, there you go. If your car, the bass is just like, why isn't it doing bassy stuff? You might have a high-pass filter built into your radio. And if so, the Keyloc will fix it. Fernando?
On to the next one, guys.
Stay tuned for the next episode where we look at the next problem that the Keyloc can fix. And if you're interested in picking yourself up an IRTA2 so that you too can see what your signal looks like coming from your stereo, head over to DNF Tool Drawer and click the link and pick one of these up. Thank you so much.